When it comes to what exactly creates the strongest sense of immersion in video games, there are only a few sources stronger than the raw primordial feeling of panic, with the resulting adrenaline that follows it. Generally, this panic stems from the fear players might experience when they're about to lose the game they're playing, the resulting adrenaline being brought upon from the desire to keep playing, to win despite the odds. There have been numerous studies that look at how a relationship between panic, adrenaline, and engagement in video games work in harmony with each other. One example comes from The Science of Play by Peter Gray. He states that in games, the fear of failure mixed with the rush of adrenaline can create a sense of challenge and urgency, enhancing a player's emotional investment and immersion. Another factor that instills panic within players could be the speed they must move at to prevent failure. A journal article on the impact of stress and tension on performance and enjoyment in video games brings up the idea that brief spikes in stress or panic in video games, like a countdown timer, can lead to the release of adrenaline, enhancing focus and making the game more immersive and enjoyable. Interesting points that can be exhibited in a game such as Spelunky 2. Spelunky 2 is a continuation of Derek Yu's unrestrained cruelty against humanity, wrapped in an almost 17-year-old bow. Said cruelty is made most clear in the endgame of Spelunky 2, the Cosmic Ocean. To get there, you must complete a COD Zombie-style Easter egg to acquire certain items to even unlock the path to think about attempting to make it there, in a game where every run can be drastically different from the last. All the while, you're permanently dodging every trap and enemy like taxes, since most can instantly kill you if they're feeling cute about it. But if by some miracle you make it, everything annoying that you face comes back for one more chance of denying you your win. The ocean is made up of every level in the game, with it randomly switching between them per level you progress. It is down to luck whether you get something easy or an active war zone. The truly terrifying thing about a Cosmic Ocean run is the distance you could be sent back should you fail. There are 116 levels of Spelunky 2 that you have to survive to beat the Cosmic Ocean. Given how chaotic and random Spelunky 2's level generation can be, especially with how easy and common death is, you can lose hours of effort just because the map started exploding before you even spawned in. Mind you, if you don't leave a level in a timely fashion, an unkillable ghost and or jellyfish with wall hacks comes to kill you. The constant panic of being in lethal situations with no break gives way to overwhelming levels of stress, especially to make it further into your run. Engagement comes from persevering against the frankly unfair odds, with the sense of progression that comes with not dying immediately, and the hypothetical catharsis of finally winning. Another game that would take these concepts and push them to their boiling point would be Risk of Rain 2. It takes the ideas of having your progress and efforts hanging on whether you decide to scratch your nose or not, as well as making you work around time constraints. But rather than time counting down, it ticks up. Your runs in Risk of Rain 2 very literally get harder the longer you play, the difficulty scaling over time, making the enemies in the run stronger and more plentiful. Assuming your game doesn't crash from how many things are on screen, the run basically becomes impossible, with there being a tide of unkillable monsters that'll end you by existing. Like before, the longer you play, the more invested you are, meaning you want to keep playing. Therefore, having difficulty constantly going up means comfort is forbidden. Peace means death. So, how can you survive when the run can reach difficulty, which is just maniacal laughter? Speed. Genghis Khan famously said that speed is the essence of war, with the main villain of Risk of Rain 2 stating similarly in a log entry, "Speed is war." Speed is the cornerstone of survival in Risk of Rain 2. With decent mobility, exploration and evasive maneuvers become achievable. Exploring the map means you can gather items to make yourself stronger and increase your survivability, in addition to making you progress to the next stage quicker, meaning your run won't immediately be impossible to continue. Dodging is the ultimate form of defense, as not getting hit is better than being hit. Shocker. This is especially true once most enemies can one-shot you. This is why characters in the game with great mobility are generally better than those who have very limited mobility, being able to traverse the map and do well in combat, in contrast to their slower peers. One of the best characters in the game, Loader, passively has damage scale with how fast she's currently moving. The game is actively incentivizing you to become Lightning McQueen, with there being several unique speed-based items in the game that synergize on top of each other. Across different forms, speed is largely considered to be the most important stat in Risk of Rain 2. Having strong mobility and being able to use it while panicking is inherently satisfying, because you're succeeding, and you get to feel like you're becoming a better player for effectively using it, increasing engagement. In conclusion, panic, and the resulting adrenaline that forms from it, can massively increase and solidify player engagement in games, whether it be through the consequences of them losing or how fast and quick they must move to prevent it. True engagement comes not from charging and hoping for the best, but from mastering the adrenaline in you and harnessing it to build your success.